Welcome to the Radiant Relationships podcast. This channel is dedicated to empower women to heal their body, mind, and spirit, connect to their inner truth, and recalibrate their intuition and senses so they can make wise decisions in their lives and relationships in particular. I am your host, Angelica Kalancha, a mother, Kundalini yogini, and energy healer. Welcome. So, first episode is dedicated to false signs of attraction. So, let's just dive in. What attracts us to other people? And we will primarily focus on romantic relationships in particular, but I will touch the other relationships as well. I think this goes for any relationship in your life to help you discern the real attraction. Okay? So the first sign, which I would say, is you have weird feelings in your body, and especially which chakra gets activated. I would say, for example, you feel that your sexual chakra is activated, so you feel pleasant sexual feelings while you're talking to someone, and that means that he is tapping into your sexual center. That's all what it means. He just talks to that center, and then you feel that communication in that center. Obviously, in the past, I used to interpret this as chemistry. Not so fast. Just not so fast. The man could be just bluntly, you can with this can tell you his true intentions. All right, that he is concerned, he's targeting that center, and he goes there. That it will tell you whether it is a real attraction in terms of a partnership or marriage with a full respect, like where you can grow and he really can show that true care. No, it is just not enough information. So when you feel that, you need to know how to, control. You just breathe and send the sexual energy up your spine and know that he is talking to your sexual chakra. And actually a couple of times with some men, which I feel like they have that awareness, I would say, look, I'm sorry, you are tapping into my sexual energy center. Please don't do it. And I change the topic to something, so the attention goes to something else. It's just like it's not appropriate communication. All right, it doesn't mean attraction. It doesn't mean chemistry. It's just for you to exercise a matter of self-control and self-discipline, and to distinguish that. Obviously, if you feel disempowered, you suddenly you've lost your power, you feel shy, or you lose your senses here, like you're not your usual self. Something else is getting activated, and like he can be maybe taking your power away, maybe just tapping into your third energy center. If you feel weird sensations in your tummy, in your solar plexus, this will tell you that he's just trying to overpower you. Okay, take yeah, in the most nice way. It can be, you will feel. Use your senses, use your feelings in the body. All right? And if you feel any like anxiety or jittery inside or anything like, this is not attraction. This is exactly what it is. These are just these feelings. This is anxiety. This is part of you is not trusting. This is your senses getting activated, and they broadcasting all this information. And because we can be a bit brainwashed by the Hollywood movies and the way romance is described there, the way like people attracted, they just look, I lost myself. He is just, this is disempowering. Understand it, that love is such a pure, clean feeling. It's not disempowering at all. If you can experience that and hold yourself and hold your senses and understand, and maybe not exactly understand, but be fully present. Understand is not the right word. That is something more truthful than all of these weird feelings in the body. It can mean that you've met in the past, and I mean in past lives. You just recognize each other, and things in your aura get activated the way your last interaction was. It gets activated, okay? And that doesn't mean real attraction. What it means, it tells you, stop. Take a look at your feelings. Feel them, understand them. Perhaps you need to clear the unresolved past lives, and that would help clear your aura, clear all of those feelings, and bring yourself to the present moment. Does it serve your highest good, your highest possible good, to be involved with this person? Do you want to be involved? What's your intention? These are the questions you need to ask to discern whether, because if chances are you've been incarnating many times, and there is many different souls you've interacted in the past, and not with many would you want to have connection in this lifetime or enter into some sort of partnership. This all goes even for business partners. Pay attention when it's love bombing, when it's like you are attracted and you like I say, you lose yourself. Pay attention. It's going too fast. You're getting involved into something and you can't push the brake. That is a sure time to just pull yourself out. Get some time out. Go to nature. Understand your pull. Ask for professional help. And, or if you can do that, ask yourself, do I have any unresolved past lives with this person? What is it? All right, especially if you are attracted for no good reason. And no good reason, I mean, the man doesn't match your standards. You see that you are lowering down your standards. Like this person logically just is not yours, but you feel that you are attracted. So for example, I'll give you examples, like the person has addiction, he's an alcoholic. I was attracted to an alcoholic, and I lived with an alcoholic for 10 years. This is where I lost myself. We just met in the past lives. And there is no need, understand that there is no need for you to get involved with this person physically to resolve your karma. That's it. It is your free will to say no. You can clear it and get your understanding from there. No need to do that. Anyway, so that's what it is. If there is alcohol involved, for example, like if the man is married and you feel attracted, it's an alarm bell, okay? Because I've been attracted to married men. All it means that they've been my sexual partners in my past lives. And I do not want to get involved with them in this life. They've got a wife, they've got a family. This kind of relationship would not give me anything. Okay? So with quite a few, just recently, I have men in my vicinity which activate these feelings in me, and sometimes they are reciprocal, like the man is kind of also interested, you know, but this is not a healthy interest. And clearing the unresolved past lives for me, for example, helps to come back to my senses fully in my body and take my power back. So you can take your power back here and like, wait a minute, yeah, this is great, he's nice, it's nice to know the person, but this is where it begins and this is where it ends for this lifetime. Okay, so that's all what it means. Now, let me see. If, like I said, if any type of addiction is involved and you feel attracted, alarm bell, like don't go. And if the man is married, or if it's just not your type, and there is no good reason, don't go. Okay? And again, I just want to recap. Having that clearing for yourself and coming to a centered space where you can discern and like, does it serve my highest and the best interest? Is this the partner I've been waiting for? If you get it no, logically, use your logical mind. Use your inner logical mind is just like, for women, you can consider it to be like your inner masculine energy, okay? It will tell you like, no, it's not for you. And if you're getting involved, there is another thing I forgot to add. If you're getting involved with a man out of loneliness and desperation because you haven't met anyone, because it's been so long since you had attention from a man, that is also an alarm bell. Sometimes, yeah, it's been a long time, and yes, you feel lonely, and yes, you do find the right partner, right? You find the right person. But generally, as a rule, like attracts like. So you do not want to attract someone who is desperate. I've been in that. I've been desperate a lot in my life, and codependent, and trying to find someone to soothe my senses and all of that. And this is just the wrong intention to get involved in the relationship. And it's like, as long as he's a man, well, not a good criteria to get involved any further and to be attracted. All right? So you really need to know yourself. And if you find yourself being lonely and desperate, I am going actually to make a separate video for that, because I find that it is very, very important to know how to be with yourself, how to be your best friend, your best partner, how to entertain yourself, how to fill up your life to the brim with yourself when you're single. There's a lot of fun, and there is a lot of life doesn't have to be like that. If there is loneliness, there is just a lonely child. And lonely child, believe me, does not want a man. Lonely child wants you, your attention. And we'll touch base that. And so these are like the wrong attractions. And if you've been also starved of sexual attention, also not the right way to go and find a partner. Yes, we desire intimacy and it's beautiful, but you've got to control your sexual energy. And I think I'm gonna dedicate a special video for that too, because if you cannot control the sexual energy, you will be taken on a ride. I mean, you will not be able to say no. Okay? And the last thing which I wanted to mention is, especially this channel is dedicated to women, but if you find that you lose yourself, and I think it's true for men probably too, but especially for women, because our energy is diffused, it's just a lack of stable polarity. You're just not connected with it. And when you find a stable polarity in front of you, you lose yourself. And that the stable polarity, I mean, is a man. You lose yourself. It's like, I'm all yours. Yes, you observe yourself. Observe, did I lose myself? I've been notorious at losing myself. Once a man would come into my vicinity, I would disappear from my friendships. I would just totally dedicate everything just to that man, and I would just follow, him and that. And there's just the qualities I had. It's disempowering. I'm very devotional and I like to dedicate myself to a man, But what about myself? This would be a total, my relationships would always end up one-sided, where I completely abdicate myself, abdicate my responsibility for taking care of my own needs and wants. And I would dedicate myself to take care of his needs and wants and silence myself. And it's, that's just has to be an alarm bell. So this video is just for you to get informed that these kind of things happen. They are not attraction. If you lose yourself, find yourself in the relationship and discern, meditate, and understand, does it serve your highest and best interest to be with him? This is where you need to understand that your yes to the relationship has to come from your true, deeper knowing. It should not come from your sexual chakra, or from your solar plexus, or from your from your heart, because the heart can also be manipulated. If there is a blockage here, you would, or like past attraction, or if he is sort of courting, or there is a child energy, you might discern that it's your heart saying yes. You really need to know how to access your infinite heart intelligence to understand the true yes from the heart. I just recently misread myself and said yes, where it was the child energy which was making the decision, and it was from my heart, and it felt a clear yes, but it wasn't actually a yes, a true yes. And this is an introductory video. Please leave comments below and tell me if you want for me to elaborate on any of these further. Because the discernment has to be, if a woman is highly intuitive, as a woman you are highly intuitive and you have your senses, it's just some of the senses could be messed up and they just need to be recalibrated. And you, or maybe you just simply need to start trusting them and relying on them rather than on other, information. So you've got to, the yes has to be a full, deep yes, and it's gonna be like inner yes. It's hard to explain because I think you need to reach that yourself. That is the feeling for you. You will know your true yes. And if you don't know, ask, what is my true yes? And keep digging until you reach that true yes inside. So you do not get pulled by all of these kind of like weird feelings, because they all can be romantic and can be fun, and this is just our simple addiction to these feelings, and we lack discernment. We can end up in a disempowered relationship. The same goes for partnership. The same goes. I've been offered many times, like actually recently, one lady offered me to partner with her to open the school, and I was like, oh yeah, it sounds cool, and I would be like, it does feel good, for me. But then after clearing all the unresolved past lives between me and her, and actually using my discernment, I connected to my true yes, and it was like, no, I don't want to do that. The vibration wasn't just high enough, because I calibrate, I look at the vibration rate, and it would not serve me to get involved. And I said no. And then another lady came with another sort of partnership she offered, and I was like, my good girl was like, oh yeah, why not? Because I'm just such a yes person. Then I'm like, can we just take a look deeper? Where is this yes coming from? And after clearing unresolved past lives, coming back to my true senses, I was like, yeah, she's nice. The proposition is nice, but it doesn't serve my highest good. I would say no. And that's what it means for this video. The main thing is discern, reach for your deeper truth. And from that deeper truth, you make the decision. Okay? Leave your comments, like this video, and bye for now.